All right, guys and gals, we're back at it. Time for day two of your When I'm 30. So again, you're on my Schoology page. Click on the e-learning as always. Then this time you'll head on down to, and this isn't published yet, but it will be day 19. In there, this video will be posted. I guess you're already there, so you're watching it, but that's where this video is. After you're done watching the video in here, then you're going to go back out and you're going to go to day 18 because this is where your When I'm 30 spreadsheet is. If I gave you a new copy of it, it would lose all the stuff we already have done. And so go back to day 18. Go to your May 22nd through June 2nd assignment, When I'm 30 budget builder. Once you're there, click on my document. Okay, I don't have that option, so I have mine pulled up here already. Today, you are going to be looking at, we've already done, what do you want your career to be like? What's your family? What do you want your family to be like? What kind of training you're going to need? And then your student debt that's going to be caused because of that. Again, leave all of this stuff. Don't go back and change stuff now. Leave it all. All right. Today, we're going to do two of the biggest costs that people have, and that is your transportation, your vehicle, and your house or where you live. All right. And so that being said, I do have a couple of links in here for you. But let's start with transportation. Okay, you can read it says the majority of Americans own an automobile as their primary source of transportation. In fact, Minnesota, there are 1.5 cars for every licensed driver. That means if there's two people in a household, they have 3 cars typically on average. So depending on where you live, mass transit does make up the majority of people's transportation needs, but those areas are relatively few. In Hastings, if you don't have a car, you're walking or riding a bike, okay? And so you need a car. And so we're going to say everybody gets a car. You must purchase one vehicle that is no more than 3 years old. Okay? And so how we're going to do is we're going to go to carsoup.com, okay? And then we'll pull that up, and you'll get this. Okay, and next, what you can do is you can do one of two things. You can click on new cars or used cars. Okay, I will tell you what. Right now, I'm in the market for a new vehicle. I am not buying a new vehicle. I'm buying a new used vehicle. Okay, and so I'm going to click on used vehicles. Now, here's the big deal. The reason I need a new vehicle. I have a Subaru Forester right now. I have 2 kids right now. Come September, I will have 3. Cannot fit 3 car seats in my Forester. And so guess what I am looking for? Yes, that's right. For those of you who have guessed it, I am looking for a minivan. Okay, so you can go down and you can filter out a lot of different things here. Okay, new, used, or either. Okay. You can find any sort of brand or make. Okay. I'll tell you right now, I'm looking for hopefully a Honda Odyssey is what we're looking for. All right. I'll see what they have here for that. You can choose any different type of vehicle, convertible. You need a full size van. Ooh, that'd be fun. An SUV. Okay. Things like that. You can even choose color. The drivetrain, anything. Okay. There's a lot of different options on here. But the more that you click, the more narrow down it's going to be. And so I said that it needs to be within the last 3 years. I'm going to give you to 2016, okay? So I'm actually going to lighten the load for you a little bit. So 2016 till now, that's the oldest it can be, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see, okay, which one looks really nice to me? What looks like a good deal? Okay. And so I'll look down here and you know what, actually I kind of like this first one here, I think. Yeah, I like this one here. Okay. And so this is a great deal. Wonderful. And so let's take a look. And so I'm going to get a 2016 Honda Odyssey. And so I go back to my budget spreadsheet. I go down to transportation and I'm going to do in the vehicle Honda Odyssey. What am I doing here? Can't even spell the darn thing. Odyssey. Okay, did I spell it right that time? Okay, Odyssey, got it. And then what I'm gonna do in the total cost is I'm gonna put, okay, it says right here, $15,500. Okay, great. But most people don't just have $15,500 lying around. And so most people are going to need to get a loan. I do want to stress this again one more time, though. When you look at a vehicle, it needs to fit all of your family members. You can't go back and say, I'm getting rid of a kid now. You need to have one that'll fit all of your family members. That's why I'm not getting a Corvette. Otherwise, I would be, or something. All right. All right. So length of loan. And typically, if we do this in school, it's going to be a lot more in depth that we go. But right now, we're just going to do this a little more simplistically for us. I can pull up this. Okay. Typically, when people get a loan, it's between 5 or 6 years. So I can look on here, and you can choose to do 5 years or 6 years. So 5 years would be 60 months, 6 years would be 72 months. I'm going to do a 5-year loan. Okay, no down payment. Here's the interest rate for you. And so we'll go up here and we'll go length of loan is, and this will be in years, not months. So don't put down 60. That'd be 60-year loan. That's not practical or realistic. So we're going to do a 5-year loan. APR, that's your annual percentage rate. And so that's what percentage rate, what interest rate are you getting? So 5%. Okay. And then you can take a look. It'll give you your, oops, actually, I need to save that. And it'll tell me what my monthly payment is going to be. It's $293. Okay. So $293. Great. Next, I need to figure out on here, it says MPG rating. Okay, so the average person drives 1,100 miles per month. And so we need to figure out how much gas that's going to be. So miles per gallon rating. So that's how many miles you can drive on 1 gallon of gas. And so what I'll do is I'll open this up, I'll click on it. And a lot of times in here, it'll have fuel mileage, city, highway, or combined. If you have a combined, do it. Otherwise, do the highway. It's higher, okay? That'll make your life look better at least, okay? So I'm going to do 26 is what my miles, the amount of miles I get per gallon. 26 miles per gallon. All right. I was just looking on the way in here today, and it looks like gas is at $1.89 today. All right. And then this should have popped in. Wasn't all right. So in here, you can just do 1,100, okay? And so I get my monthly cost of gas as well in here. And so then I also need to get insurance. Okay, so I take this and I just put my cost of my vehicle in there again. So 15,500, and it's going to calculate something for you. Okay. Insurance costs vary by a lot of different factors. So we just have something put in there. And so you know you need insurance. If you get in an accident, if somebody hits you a lot of things, okay, there's insurance to cover that. And now what I found is I have the total cost of my transportation per month. Okay. All right. Next, I have to find a house as well. And so there's a link to Edina Realty that just have that because that's nice and easy to use. Okay. And so I'm going to search for Hastings, Minnesota. Great. And I'm going to pull that up. If you plan on living in someplace else, go for it. That's fine. Edina Realty mostly works in Minnesota, so that's going to be the easiest for you. Okay. So maybe try to stick in Minnesota if possible, but if you want to try to venture out, go for it. All right. I want to filter this down a little bit though, because I don't want every single house that's out there. And so what I can do is I can look and I can go to more filters. I click on that. Different types of properties. I want either a single family house. I'm okay even with a townhouse or a twin home, multifamily home. I want a yard, so that's why I'm not going to choose this. There needs to be a house, so we can't just do a lot or land. Don't need commercial. That's for like businesses. Okay. So you can choose any of these four. All four of these doesn't matter. I don't care. You can look at some other filters here. Interior, I like a finished basement. Great, I think that's good enough. I mean, you can look over here and even you can change the amount of stall garage you have. Some of these garage spaces you have. If you want a swimming pool, if you want a tennis court, great, wonderful. I don't know that any of them will have a tennis court, but that's something you put in there. You can open this up, and there's lots more things you can do. Okay, I'm going to go with that. There's 35 properties that they found that fit my description. Okay, so it narrowed it down for me. Here they are listed on the side. I'm going to just scroll through, And I'm going to choose this one because this is literally right almost across the street from my parents' house. And so I'll click on that one. All right. That's the house that I'm going to go with. All right. So now I need purchase cost. Whoops, sorry guys. And so I go down. It was $339,900. So $339,900. Okay. And then I need to figure out, okay, what is my mortgage rate, annual percentage rate? So this would be a mortgage rate because a lot of you don't have $339,900 lying around. And so we're going to just open a new tab and we're going to do mortgage, rates today. Okay. And you look and there's different options, of course. As always, we're going to do a 30-year fixed, which is right now 3.5% interest rate, but there's other factors. So the APR is 4.490. Okay. So 4.490. And that will calculate my monthly payment for me. You'll notice you also will have property taxes. So it's not just the cost of the house and the loan, but also you have to pay taxes on your property. And so it automatically should fill this in for you. That tax rate is 1.12%. Okay, so you get your tax rate per month. Also, if you have a tree that falls on your house, if you have a fire, if somebody takes their car off the road and runs through your house, okay, you need to have insurance to cover damages. And so this should have filled in for you as well. If it does not, just put the cost of the house in there. Okay, again, do not touch anything over here. Do not touch anything over here, just as I was talking about with these things yesterday. Do not touch anything over here, okay? The things that are blank already, do not touch them. And so purchase costs should fill in there. You'll get your insurance payments right here, and there's your total housing budget. So how much your housing is going to approximately cost you per month, okay? And so now you have a car, some sort of transportation, and that payment, and you have a place to live. All right, and tomorrow we'll get into some other things, but there's another good start for you. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.